Good morning, all of you, my dear students. In today's session, in this class, we have completed 6 parts regarding to one word substitutes, and this is the part number 7. In this part number 7, I am going to discuss with you 10 one word substitutes, my dear students. Okay, my dear students, the first one in this class is mi ante mint. Mi ante mint. It is the parts of speech which depend upon the position of the word in the sentence, and it may be used as an adjective, as a noun form also. Here the meaning is a place where coins are made. A place where the new coins of the country are made. This is the one of the meaning mint means. And then a place where coins of a country are made means are manufactured. 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 A place where coins of a country are manufactured by authority of the government. Authority of the government is called as it has been used. It is used as a noun, and then it is also used as a verb. As a verb, mint means to produce. Mint means to produce a coin for the government. To produce a coin or coins for the government, that is called it functions as a verb. That is the meaning of the mint as a verb. A place as a noun, a place where coins, not only coins, medals and are tokens, tokens, tokens are made, is called mint. As a verb, to produce means to create coins for the government. That is called it has been used as a noun or a verb. One more meaning is mint means it is regarding to money. Another meaning is mint means a plant, PLANT, biological term, a herb whose leaves are strong. Leaves. Mint means a herb, HERB, a herb leaves have strong fresh smell and taste and are used for giving flavor to food. Flavor, FLAVUR, flavor to food. That is regarding to plant. Before I discussed it regarding to money, regarding to currency, but it is related to the plant. Mint means whose leaves have a strong fresh smell and taste and are used for giving flavor to food. That is the meaning. For example, I bought, BOUGHT, buy bought mint flavored, MI ante mint flavored, FLAVOURED. I bought mint flavored toothpaste. I bought mint flavored toothpaste means it smells very fresh, strong and taste that are used for giving a flavor to that paste. That is the meaning of the mint regarding to plant matter. Mint means as a slang word, it is used in informal language. Mint means it has been used as an adjective. Mint means as adjective, extremely large amount of money, a vast sum, a vast amount in an informal way. What does mint mean in slang? Vast money, a large, extremely a large amount, extremely a large amount. That is the informal way of talking. Mint means it has been used an adjective. Another meaning is mint means very good, excellent, excellent, excellent. And cool, mint means cool or awesome. That is another meaning. Attracting, usually applying to make. The man is mint. For example, the man is mint. The man is mint means the man is very attractive. The man is very good, very excellent. That is the meaning of the mint. It has been as used by the students. And we go to the next word. Next one word substitutes is second one is here one usage is given also. The industrial mint, the industrial facility, it is called facility. It is called facility. This industrial facility is actually a mint which manufactures coins. It is the one of the usage, my dear students. And we go to the next word. Second one is MUNDANE. Mundane. Second one is mundane. Second one is mundane. MUNDANE, mundane. Mundane means it has been as used as a noun or adjective regarding to parts of speech, my dear students. Here, ordinary or dull, it has been an adjective. In this context, it has been used as an adjective in this context. Dull, ordinary, very ordinary and therefore not interesting. Mundane means here lack of interest, lack of excitement. That means dull. Lack of interest, lack of excitement means dull. That is one of the meaning. One of the meaning is lack of interest, lack of excitement. That is mundane. Mundane means very dull. That is one of the meaning as an adjective. Mundane means dull or boring, tedious, uninteresting. Mundane means routine or ordinary, routine or common or normal or regular. That is the meaning of the mundane, my dear students. And one more meaning is there. I will explain you. Mundane as adjective, earthly world rather than a heavenly or spiritual one. Earthly world rather than opposite heavenly. Not heavenly, it is only earthly world, not spiritual. Mundane means earthly. Spirits of the dead can act upon the mundane world according to Shinto doctrine. That is one of the usage. Our spirits are souls, our souls after death, spirits of the dead can act upon the mundane world. Mundane world means mundane world. Mundane means earthly world, not heavenly or spiritually. Our spirits of the dead can act upon the mundane world according to the Shinto doctrine. According to Shinto doctrine, here mundane means earthly. Our spirits, our souls of the dead after died can act upon the mundane world. Mundane world means earthly. That is the meaning of the one of the meaning. And then earthly or worldly, the meaning is worldly, worldly, and terrestrially, material or temporal, non-spiritual. Here the mundane means non-spiritual, non-spiritual. For example, she hates her job because she is asked to do mundane task every day. Mundane task every day. Mundane task every day. That is the one of the usage, my dear students. A state or a period, a place of that means here one of the I am bored. I am bored with the mundane life. Mundane life means here an adjective. It has a routine life, uninteresting life, ordinary life, common life, regular life, boring life. I am bored with the mundane life of quarantined days. What is the meaning of quarantined? This word is well known to all of our public in these days because we are affected by the COVID-19. Quarantined. Quarantine means that means isolation. Isolation is a state or period of place of isolation in which people to be kept away from others. Away from others. People kept away from others. That is called isolation. Isolation. Because in order to prevent the spread of the disease, why did we keep isolation? In order to prevent PREVENT the spread of the disease. That is called quarantine. I am bored with the mundane life. Mundane life means lack of interest, lack of excitement, or dull or uninteresting. That type of so felt bored in quarantine days. That means we have been isolated. We have been spending lonely. That time we have bored the mundane life of the quarantine days. Okay, my dear students. And then we go to the third one in this class. What is the third one? One word substitutes. The third one is you have to understand, my dear. Post. PYST. Posthumous. Posthumous means published after one's death. Published after. Posthumous means published after one's death. For example, one more explanation I will give you. Occurring, awarded, or appearing after the death of originator. For example, posthumous child. Posthumous child means a child born after the death of his father. He is called posthumous child. That is one of the meaning, my dear students. Posthumous means published after one's death, occurring, awarded, or appearing after the death of the originator. That is the meaning of the posthumous. Happening or done or published after a person has died. After he has died, what did happen? Happening or done or published after person has died. That is the posthumous. Posthumous means here one usage is given. Mr. Smith's posthumous works brought him an immense number of accolades. Immense number of accolades. Immense means, what is the meaning of immense? This is a proper noun, possessive case. Mr. Smith's posthumous works. After he has died, posthumous works. Brought him an immense number of accolades. Immense means extremely large or great. Immense. Do you feel immense satisfaction? That means extremely large in size or degree. Immense number of accolades. Accolades means an award or privilege. Accolades means Awards, an award or privilege, accolades means, accolades. An award or privilege granted as a special honor or as an acknowledgement or an acknowledgement. It is a praising and approval award or honor. Accolades means awards, granting awards, special honor and special acknowledgement. Special acknowledgement of the merit, MERIT, merit. Here the usage is given in a descriptive mode and a good explanation. Mrs. Smith, Mr. Smith's posthumous works brought him an immense number of accolades, immense number of accolades, immense large number of awards, large number of acknowledgements of his merit. He was awarded, he was praised, my dear students. And then next we go to the next word, very important word regarding to teaching and teaching profession, education. Pedagogy. This is a frequently asked word. It is a good vocabulary. Pedagogy. Pedagogy means a profession of teaching. The approach or style of teaching, the method of teaching, the style of teaching, it is called pedagogy. The method and practice of teaching, the method of how teachers teach in the theory or practice, how teachers teach. Pedagogy refers to the study of teaching and how they affect learners. That is called pedagogy. The study of the methods and activities of teaching. Methods and activities of teaching is called pedagogy, my dear students. That means pedagogy means teaching methods. The profession of a teacher, it comes from pedagogue, G-O-G. Pedagogue means a teacher or schoolmaster. Pedagogue means a teacher or a schoolmaster. A teacher who gives too much attention to formal rules, he is a pedagogue. Pedagogue means a teacher, a tutor, a trainer or mentor or instructor, academician or a dean. That is the meaning of pedagogue. A teacher, a person who likes to teach people things, especially because they think they know more than others. That person is called pedagogue. Today's mathematical pedagogy is derived from distant historical anecdotes. Pedagogy is a teaching method. Pedagogy is a teaching method. Please listen carefully. Usage also is given. That means it was unique. It was his unique approach. Approach means method. Approach means a teaching method. Unique means a peculiar, different approach to pedagogy that made him every student's favorite. The style of teaching is variety. The method of teaching, the practice of teaching, the study of the methods and activities is called pedagogy. The approach which is followed by a particular teacher, it is unique. That's why every student's favorite. That is the speciality of that particular teacher or tutor or trainer or mentor or instructor or academician or dean. That is the meaning of this particular one word substitutes. And then we go to the next word, my dear student. What is the next one word substitute here? The one word substitute here is REGALIA. Regalia. This is a phonetic transcription. Regalia means symbols or royalty. Symbols. Royal rights, privileges. The emblems. Regalia means the emblems or symbols or royal rights, RIGHTS, royal rights. The official or traditional special. Here the one that is another meaning. Here the symbols and the royalty is more important. The emblems are insignia of royalty, especially the crown, a scepter and other ornament used at a coronation. Coronation. When do you use royal symbols? Royal symbols, coronation. What is the meaning of coronation? The ceremony of crowning a sovereign. Sovereign, 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 sovereign rights. The ceremony of crowning a sovereign is called coronation. On the time, the emblems are insignia of royalty, especially the crown, spectre, and other ornaments used at a coronation. That is regalia. Regalia means one more meaning is there. Regalia means one usage. It has been used as a noun. In an informal way, a set of special clothes. Special clothes. Regalia. CLOTHES. Special clothes. Regalia means official and traditional special clothes and decorations, especially those worn or carried in a formal ceremonies. Regalia. A set of special clothes that you wear for a ceremony or a special occasion. That means costume, costumes, uniform, apparel, decorative clothing, decorative clothing. This is another meaning. That means objects and clothing used and worn by members of a royal family. That is called regalia. For example, the picture, one of the wall picture is there. The picture, PICTURE, showed, SHOW, showed the prince in full regalia. The prince in full regalia. REGALIA, regalia. The picture showed the prince in full regalia means not a symbol or a royalty. He wore decorative clothes. A special clothes that wear for a ceremony, official occasion. That is the meaning of regalia. There are two meanings are there. Here the queen was adorned. Full regalia. Adorned means to make something more beautiful or attractive. To make something more beautiful or attractive. ATTRACTIVE, attractive. That is adored. The king was adored in full regalia. Here the full regalia means special clothes. A set of special clothes. Decorations, especially those worn to carry a formal ceremony. That is the meaning of here in this student. And then we go to next one word substitutes. What is next one word substitute? The one word substitute, next one is a theocracy. Theocracy, THEA or CHY. What is the meaning of theocracy? Thearchy, not theocracy. Theocracy is different. Theocracy, same meaning. It is theocracy. It is thearchy. Thearchy means a political system solely. Soul means soul. It is an adverb. Solely. Solely means only. The meaning is only. Not involving anyone or anything else. That is meaning. That is called solely. Only one. Only, not involving anyone or anything else. A political system, a political power, a political rule, a political government solely based on the government of men by God. That is the thearchy. Thearchy means government by the men by God. Men by the God. Rule by a God or gods. A system of government in which priests rule in name of the God. A government or country that is ruled by someone who has religious authority or divine right. God means divine, D-I-V-I-N-E, divine. Divine right. Divine right. Here the thearchy means a government by a person or persons claiming to rule with divine authority. Divine, D-I-V-I-N-E, divine authority. Divine authority, A-U-T-H, authority, divine authority. A country that is ruled by religious leaders, divine sovereignty, an order or system of deities also, God, divine authority, or deities also. The synonym is theocracy, a political system based on government of men by God. That is called thearchy, my dear students. And theocracy, theo means God, cracy means rule or government. Cracy means rule or government. That is here one usage are given. Thearchy or theocracy, both are same. The village was ruled by the system of thearchy, ruled by the God. That means the system or government which priest rule, who has religious authority or divine right, ruled by religious authority, leaders. It is called a divine sovereignty, an order or system or deities. It is a political system. It is a government of men by God, A village was ruled by the system of thearchy. Okay, my dear students. And theo means, what is the meaning? Theo means God. And cracy means, what is the meaning of cracy? Cracy means rule, denoting the government. That is called theocracy. Thearchy, archy is also rule. Theo means God. In the name of the God, some of the religious leaders or priests ruled that particular country or particular kingdom. And then next we go to the next one word substitutes. What is the one word substitute, my student? Next one, oath. What is the meaning of the oath? What is the meaning of the oath, my dear students? Oath means a person promises. Oath means a person promises to tell the truth in the court. Truth in the court. That is the meaning of the oath. And then it is a promise. It is a promise. A solemn promise. Solemn promise. Solemn promise. S-O-L-E-M-N. N is a silent. Solemn promise. A formal declaration. Declaration, a formal declaration. A promise to fulfill a pledge. Oath means to fulfill a pledge. D is a silent, pledge. And God is witness to the truth what one say. Truth what one say. That means oath means a serious promise that we will tell the truth or that we will do what we have said. That is the oath. For example, I will give you one usage. All the students officially, O-F-F-I-C-I-L-L, officially, all the students officially take or swear to protect trees, to protect P-R-O-T-E-C-T, to protect. All the students officially take or swear to protect the trees. That is one of the oath. Oath means swear, sworn. It is a pledge. It is a vow. It is a assurance. Oath means assurance. Yes, you are. It is a pledge. It is affirmation. It is ensure. That is the meaning of the oath. And then, what is the usage here? The usage is example sentence. I couldn't disrespect, opposite of respect. I couldn't disrespect. That means I respect the oath and thus revealed everything. Revealed means, what is the meaning of revealed? One of the person has given this statement. What did he say? I couldn't disrespect means I respect the oath. The oath and thus revealed everything. What is the meaning of revealed? Revealed means that make known to others. Make known to others. Make known to others. That is the revealed. That means to make known or show something that was previously secret. It was previously secret. SECRET. The secret issue it was previously, but revealed means to make to know others, to show something. That is called revealed. One of the person, a man could promise. What did he promised? What did he promise? I couldn't disrespect means I respect the oath and thus revealed everything. That is the explanation and usage also. Example sentence. Next one word substitute is NASCENT. NASCENT. What is the pronunciation? Nascent. The pronunciation is nascent. Nascent. This is the phonetic term. Nascent. Nascent means beginning to exist and evolve. Evolve. Beginning to exist or evolve. Evolve. Evolve means develop or good or attractive or successful. Develop gradually. Evolve means develop gradually. GRADULLY. Develop gradually. What is evolve? Beginning to exist. Exist. Only recently formed and started. Started. Recently formed and started. That is the nascent. NASCEST. But likely to grow larger quickly. In the earliest stages of development. That is the meaning of. Starting to grow or develop, just coming into existence. That it is a immature, emerging young, incipient or budding. The birth or beginning of something like a civilization or something like a trend or idea or action. It is a beginning of situation. Not yet fully developed. That is the meaning of not yet fully developed. Fully developed. That means the birth or beginning. That means just coming into existence. That is the meaning of that nascent. Nascent, not nascent. 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 The nascent, for example, the nascent restaurant has only been open for 2 weeks. But it does not have printed copies of its menu. Menu, MENU. The list of food, menu, not menu. Some of the students mispronounce menu. Menu is wrong pronunciation. Menu, MENU, menu. MENU, menu. Menu means a list of foods provided, items in the hotel or restaurant. That is the meaning of nascent, not yet developed, fully developed, and beginning to exist and evolve. And then what is the usage? Biotechnology bloomed. Biotechnology bloomed. Biotechnology bloomed. Bloomed means develop, produced to glow. That is the meaning of the bloomed. From a nascent, NASCENT, nascent sector to a blooming industry. From beginning to blooming industry. Booming, this is bloomed, it is booming. Booming. Boom means emerged, developed quickly. Booming. Biotechnology bloomed from nascent from beginning. At the beginning it is starting. and it is underdeveloped, and booming industry means it is developed and grown industry. That is the usage, my dear students. And then next word is important word is that word is virtue. It comes in antonyms also. What is the antonym of the virtue? Virtue means good behavior, ethically or morally. Ethically or morally, good behavior one has. Someone who has a good behavior, ethically or morally. That is means virtue. Virtue is the meaning of virtue is ethically means morally. Behavior showing high moral standards. High moral standards. It is the quality of the being morally good. That is called virtue. A good moral quality in a person or the general quality of being morally good. That is a virtue. And then virtue, a good behavior morally. What is the opposite of virtue? Vice. V-E-C, vice. What is the meaning of the vice? Vice means immoral or wicked behavior. An immoral and wicked personal characteristic. That is the vice, V-I-C, vice. It is the antonym of vice. What is the opposite of virtue? Virtue means virtue, opposite or antonym, vice. Vice means immoral or wicked behavior, or immoral and wicked personal characteristic. That is the vice opposite. Virtue. And then I will give you one of the usage used virtue. Virtue has been used as a noun here. Patience. P-A-T-I-E-N-C. Patience. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. It is a good quality behavior. Patience is a positive quality, pleasant quality, good quality. What is the meaning of patience? P-A-T-I-E-N-C. Patience is a noun form. Patient is an adjective form. Patience means the capacity to accept or tolerate, delay problems without becoming anxious. That type of quality, patience. It is a good quality, it is a virtue, good behavior. And then it is also used in the compound preposition. By virtue of, compound preposition. By virtue of. What is the meaning of by virtue of? By virtue of means because of. In that context you have to use because of. By virtue means he succeeded by virtue of her talent, her determination. She succeeded by virtue of her determination and dedication. That means because of, by virtue of means. It is a compound preposition. And then what is the usage as given? Here the patience is seen as the virtue of a man. That is depend the man's good quality, morally good, depend on patience. Patience means the capacity to accept, the capacity to tolerate, delay problems also without becoming anxious. A-N-X-I-O-U-S. He doesn't felt anxious. That type of quality is called patience. And then next we go to the next word, my dear student. Which is the next word? Here the next word. That one word substitute is, this one is, what is the pronunciation? S-A-T-I-R-E. S-A-T-I-R-E. It is the last one, 10th one. I will conclude this class after this one word substitute completion. Explanation. What is the pronunciation? Satire. Satire means humor that describes the weaknesses. Satire means the use of humor or irony, a sarcasm, hyperbole, satire, hyperbole. It is overstatement, satire means. Exaggeration or ridicule to expose and criticize people's weaknesses. Satire means criticize people's weaknesses. It is a ridicule, R-I-D-U-C-U-L, ridicule. Ridicule to expose or criticize people's stupidity, 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 or vices, stupidity or vices. That means we honor that describes the weaknesses. Ridicule, that is satiring. Satire means wit or humor or irony, or repartee, sarcasm or parody, or mockery, caricature, satire. It is a humorous way of criticism. It is a humorous, HUMOROUS, way of criticizing. Humorous way of criticizing. Humorous way of criticizing the man. Criticizing people, their ideas, to show that they have faults or they are wrong. That is called satire. A sense of humor. It is a manner of expression in which the intended meaning in opposite what is seemingly expressed or expressed. That is the satire. Political cartoons, for example, political cartoons. What did they express? Satire politicians. Satire politicians. Satire politicians. This is one of the usage, my dear student. And then the last usage or example sentence regarding to satire, Ghasiram Kotwal is an incredibly written, incredibly written, incredibly written. It is a passive voice sentence. He is incredibly written, adverb, incredibly. What is the meaning of incredibly? To introduce a statement that is hard to believe, or strangely, something that is very difficult to believe. That is difficult to believe, very difficult to believe. Very difficult to believe. B-L-I-V, to believe. That is incredibly. Incredibly means a statement that is hard to believe. Something is very difficult to believe. Ghasiram Kotwal is an incredibly written satire on the political scenario of Maharashtra in the early 20th century. Scenario of Maharashtra. Scenario means a series of events that is projected to occur. The sequence of events, scenario. That present situation, political situation of Maharashtra in the early 20th century, my dear students. Okay, my dear students, I have completed 10 one-word substitutes. The last one is satire, that means humor that describes the weaknesses. And once again, all of you, goodbye. Thank you, each and everyone. We will meet again in the next class. Thank you, everybody.